got the camera rolling, but hopefully we'll get back into it. So I apologize for the interruption to my guest. But today, California Kaleidoscope is doing something new. We're sort of handling a very hot news topic. The show usually highlights local events and talented people. But we're going into a hot topic today, and one of the topics is a not-for-profit organization called Save Our State. And they're very involved in the closed borders, open borders debate. And matter of fact, I have a little note here from their spokesman, and she describes Save Our State as a grassroots organization consisting of a large group of multi-ethnic Americans concerned about border security and laws of our nation. The mission is to educate the public to the open borders problem and illegal immigration invasion. Save Our State's mission is street activism, legislation, and working with elected officials. So my guests with me today are Janet, Terrence, and Kim, and they're very active with the Save Our State organization and this topic. So we're going to try to cover it as best we can in a very quick half hour with a few roll-ins. So, good morning, everybody. I'm glad you came in. I know it's been a little trying time. We've had little starts and stops today, but we're on to it now. So, I think maybe I'll introduce the first roll-in and get that started, and then we'll have a little discussion after the first roll-in, and a lot of discussion towards the end of the show. The first roll-in, as you'll see, is a segment of video that was filmed with the Save Our State Hollywood rally, dealing with the immigration problem and border problem. And then it goes into a package that one of our Save Our Staters, Watchdog, put together with some very interesting facts about immigration. So if the control room's ready, we can go to the roll-in.
We can't speak our language. That's not benefiting our country. It makes no sense. It's a fraud. May 1st was the beginning of the end for illegal aliens in the country. It's over. It's over. The irony is in our opposition and our infinite idiocy.
that showed the Save Our State Hollywood rally, and were any of you at that rally?
Yes, I think all three of us were there.
Yeah, that was. I was covering that with my camera. That was pretty impressive because the media never seems to show much of that, and it kind of gets lost in the shuffle. We see a lot of the other side of the question, and it's always kind of interesting when they talk about is the media biased or not. So the next roll in, I think we will be able to kind of talk under the video. The mic levels will be up. We missed a little bit of the other roll in, but confused things a little bit in the control room. But that gives us a little more discussion. What did you, since you were at the rally, what did you get out of that? What did you feel about it?
Well, you start off with this feeling of an ultimate, it's a togetherness of people who think like you in regards to illegal immigration. But one thing that we never hear in the mainstream media, you heard the counter-protesters over there chanting, down with the Minuteman. That's what we hear all the time. It's just a clear attempt to try and infringe on our freedom of speech rights. And it goes even further than that. We've been called terrible names while we've been out protesting. I've been called nigger, house slave. We get white trash. Go back to Europe, go back to Texas, go back to Africa. These people just clearly want to shut us down, and they don't want to hear this message because it's something they don't want to think about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of racism words being thrown at the supporters of the closed borders and enforcing immigration.
Absolutely.
I noticed that quite a bit. So, what were some of your thoughts when you were there?
Well, the thing that I found most interesting was that we, as American citizens, had to have protection by the LAPD to march in our own city from people in the country illegally. That I thought was really striking, and I don't know anywhere else in the world that could take place. And obviously with some of the things that you said about the name calling, the threats and the intimidation, I want to go on record right here and say this, that the call of racism by the illegals is meant mainly to deflect attention from the issue. Mm-hmm. Because the issue is the rule of law. And if we can make this a more emotional issue and charge racism, then, it sort of deflects attention from the whole real issue that we're actually discussing.
Yeah, I always viewed it as it's sort of a trick to put people on the defensive and not really get to the issue, because maybe Janet's had this experience too. Some of these